For a long time, it felt almost impossible to imagine BTS putting their mics down for military boots. But yep, even global superstars can't skip South Korea's mandatory military service. Every able-bodied Korean man has to serve for about 18 months, which is a huge pause in any idol's career, especially when you're at your peak. In the past, military enlistment was seen as a total career killer, with artists scrambling to make a name for themselves before vanishing for nearly 2 years. But the times are changing. While some celebs once tried to dodge the draft and got dragged hard for it, more and more idols now see enlistment as just another chapter in their journey, not the end. Let's break down how BTS and other K-pop stars are rewriting the rules when it comes to military service. So here's the thing. When idols go off to fulfill their mandatory military service in South Korea, they're technically not allowed to engage in profit-making activities. No brand deals, no paid gigs, no cha-ching. But that doesn't mean they just vanish off the face of the earth like poof. Nope, these idols are smarter and sneakier than that. To stay in touch with their fans and maybe, just maybe, keep their fame from fading into the military mist, many of them pre-prepare content like their lives depend on it. Take EXO's Baekhyun, for example. The man basically turned into a one-man content factory before enlistment. He lined up monthly video drops like a YouTuber with a solid upload schedule. Each month, fans got their little dose of Baekhyun charm, keeping the XOLs fed and emotionally unstable in the best way. Then there's Day 6, who were like, what if we form a sub-unit while we're enlisted? And boom, new music video, surprise content, and hearts melting worldwide. Literal kings of multitasking and military-approved creativity. But the real plot twist? The Junho of 2 p.m. situation. This man, while serving, somehow caused the entire internet to combust with a video from 2015. Yes, you heard that right.
Hey girl, take you home tonight.
A clip of him performing My House, a song that had already been out for years, started making the rounds again. And when we say viral, we mean full-blown viral with capital V. Twitter was thirsting, YouTube was thriving, TikTok was trembling. The result? An accidental PR miracle. 2 p.m. went from military mode to comeback mode. The boys themselves even admitted that Junho's performance video basically dragged them back into the spotlight like, surprise! We're hot again. So even when they're rocking buzz cuts and doing drills, idols have a plan. Fans stay fed, nostalgia kicks in, and sometimes, a whole group ends up reviving their career from a single sexy shoulder shimmy on a music show. Only in K-pop. According to cultural critics, aka K-pop's version of wise uncles, fans are also way more chill now. Instead of sobbing through enlistment like a breakup, fandoms just patiently wait while watching pre-filmed TikToks and tearfully binge-watching old variety show clips. But let's talk about ONF, kings of coordinated enlistment. Instead of disappearing one by one and leaving fans in emotional chaos, they were like, let's just enlist together so we can come back stronger as a full squad. Leader Hyojin literally wrote fans a letter like, we got you, fam. Fast forward, ONF goes viral after members Jaeus and Ichin busted out a surprise hype boy dance at a military event. Yes, in uniform. The clip hit 2 million views faster than you can say new jeans. Suddenly, people who'd never even heard of ONF were on board. Even in service, they dropped Your Song, and that thing smashed 20 million views in 4 days. Their best record. In, uniform, and let's not forget how K-pop careers are getting longer. Back in the 90s, even legends like HOT and Fin KL were breaking up after 5 years. The 7-year curse was like the K-pop Hunger Games. But now, SHINee, BTOB, Highlight all came back stronger after military service. SHINee had everyone shook with Don't Call Me after a 2.5-year break, smashing their own records like it was no biggie. Highlight came back with Not the End, and fans were like, correct, it's the beginning, thank you. And BTOB served, returned, and gave us Be Together, a soft bop hug after years of waiting. With strategic content drops, viral moments, and loyal fandoms who've mastered the art of patient standing, idols are flipping the script. Honestly, K-pop stars in uniform are starting to look like the ultimate soft power weapon. Before anyone else dared, SHINee's Taemin said, "You know what? I will release 3 solo albums, headline concerts, and go viral for body rolls while my Hyung serve." And he delivered. Whether he was dancing like a haunted mannequin or hitting high notes in a fog machine, Taemin was a whole era by himself. And now that Taemin's the one in uniform, the rest of SHINee is like, no worries, king, and we got this. 1W is dropping ballads so beautiful you'll text your ex. Key is giving us high fashion, high notes, and alien concept realness. Minho is acting, hosting, and looking like a Greek statue with feelings. It's like a relay race where the baton is actually a diamond-studded mic. Meanwhile, Day 6 said, "We're gonna keep the music coming, whether we're enlisted or not." When Sungjin pieced out to enlist in March 2021, the other 3, Youngkae, Wonpil, and Dawoon, transformed into Even of Day, a moodier, broody, soft boy trio who still somehow made your heart flutter while singing about sadness. Then they pulled a full K-drama plot twist. Solo debuts in sequence like a calendar of heartbreak and healing. Youngkae dropped his solo and left for service like a poet in uniform. Dawoon gave us jazz light chill vibes. Wonpil, our piano prince, swooped in with a whole musical and made everyone cry in HD. And just when you thought you were finally catching your breath, surprise! Sungjin came back on September 6th like, "Miss me?" Then boom! The whole group was like, "Guess what? We're renewing our contract with JYP Entertainment." And Dadai. Armies, grab your tissues and your light sticks because the countdown is officially on. BTS is just days away from reuniting after their military service, and the ripple effect across the K-pop industry is already giving butterfly flaps and emotional breakdowns. But hold up, this isn't just about 7 dudes in uniform becoming 7 dudes back in Dior. This comeback could literally change how the entire K-pop industry treats military enlistment. Once upon a time in K-pop land, military enlistment was like the career Grim Reaper. You'd be at your peak, doing encore stages in sequined suits, and suddenly, poof, shaved head, off to basic training. Fans would cry, groups would scatter, comebacks would be to be determined. But now, BTS said, it's just a temporary AFK, babes. Instead of vanishing off the grid, BTS flipped the script. Solo drops, constant social updates, merch. So much merch. Are we funding their military snacks? Possibly yes. Their label Hybe was out here working overtime like a stage mom with Excel spreadsheets, keeping the fandom fed and thriving even while the boys were away. Like Jungkook left and still dropped a full English album with chart-topping bops before getting his buzz cut. What? This wasn't just survival, it was a military-era glow-up. BTS, with a lot of behind-the-scenes genius from their team, showed that with smart planning, fan engagement, and strategic solo rollouts, you can absolutely stay relevant and slay while serving your country. That's huge because now other K-pop companies are like, wait, maybe enlistment doesn't have to be career doom? What if we pre-record content, schedule surprise drops, and do group enlistments like ONF? What if we stop panicking and start planning? Imagine groups now coordinating enlistments like synchronized swimmers in fatigues, lining up solo albums, vlogs, and fan letters like pros. All thanks to BTS setting the bar while doing squats in the barracks. So what happens after they're back? Well, if this comeback is the meteoric event we're all expecting, and let's be real, it will be, other groups are definitely going to take notes. Like, enlist together if you can, less chaos, stay online. We still exist. Drop content like confetti. Never let them miss you too much. Give fans something to look forward to, like a 7-member comeback tour that might emotionally wreck the planet. The BTS comeback isn't just a reunion. It's a strategy guide, a beacon of hope, and a potential industry reset button. Suddenly, military service isn't the cliff edge of a K-pop career. It's just a scenic detour on the way to your next era. Where solo careers used to be something only the IT member got, now everyone's getting their moment in the spotlight. And honestly, we love to see it. These aren't just casual side projects either. We're talking full-blown passion projects with cinematic music videos, sold-out concerts, and total rebrands. So sure, enlistments and hiatuses might pause group activities now and then, but the solo waves keep the vibes alive. The music, the artistry, the fandom tears, they're all flowing. We're here for the drama, the dedication, and yes, the absolute drip. So if you're living for these solo eras too, hit that like button, subscribe to Idol Insider for more bold takes and behind-the-scenes deep dives, and drop your favorite solo moment in the comments. We read everyone. And hey, the next solo comeback might be closer than you think.